All right, calling the meeting to order at 6:05 PM. Review of minutes from 27 August 2025. Bruce, did you want to take a peek at the minutes or?
Yeah, could I?
Yep.
Look fine, thanks.
Enter motion to.
That motion. I'll second.
Any minutes? All in favor, of accepting the minutes of 27 August 2025, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, unanimous. Right, we have application number 2502S, Howell Gorman. It's a plat review of 2 lots. Brief description, split the existing lot into 2 lots, one with a house and the other with former church. Both structures have their own water and waste systems. Both are opted in for the town wastewater system. Who do we have here that is speaking on?
Colleen.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth to the best of your knowledge under the pains and penalties of perjury?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to add anything to my brief description of what I read on the application? Okay. So it's so clear on this. So if I'm facing the church, the residence is the one to the left?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. Village core. I don't have my glasses. Maybe that's a little bit small.
So it's structures.
That was. Where's 15 is
Right here, so where's which one of these is the church?
Oh. And that's the residence, so that's not.
So that's that other building. The grid building.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, that would be super helpful. This thing's already tiny. Having a lot of trouble. Yes, very helpful. You can point. Oh, it's. Really good. Well,
So. Village core district, no minimum lot size. No minimum frontage, that makes it pretty simple.
Yep.
There's a maximum floor to area ratio of 1.5, it looks like it's way more than 1.
Yeah, each of these lots would be just a little bit over an acre.
And see a couple lines, is it?
Yeah, I was
kind of, sort of.
I was looking to see whether I wanted to divide it literally in half, or if I wanted to make it parallel to this lot line or parallel to this lot line, so. I don't think it's, yeah, I don't know that it matters. I don't think it should matter to you, and it was just.
Minimum setback is 10 feet from the road, 6 feet from.
I was looking to make this about 20.
Okay.
Because this is 100 72 right here, right? No, that's a 250
Third J.
B to C. Okay, so that's 250 feet, so
How many cars? Two, so it's almost like.
Sorry, I recognize it. I was gonna say, I think this is 28 by 50, this part of the house, so.
50, so we're
I
talking
would guess
what,
probably
20?
40.
Okay, all right.
It's a minimum of 6. For some reason, or 0 feet of structure crosses the lot line.
Okay, that would definitely make it 0 feet.
Well, that's probably, you know, pre-existing.
It's fine, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's a little over 6.
Getting your signature, they said.
They said they were going to, but nobody ever did, and next thing I knew, it's.
So. Yeah.
Right. It's okay there, because we can't hay that corner anyway. Just like I can't do anything else with goats, so
This
it's,
is an original line, right?
Yes. yes, everything that is inked in is. Line as we purchased it, and then we're talking, dividing it. Down and bought to 3 or 4, that's the thing, I would go down to 25 feet away from the vacant garage. And it's this one, so that will.
Yeah.
I'll leave enough room, so if somebody wants to drive a vehicle back there, they can still do it. I'm not sure why they did 10 feet for that.
Oh, I sheltered that.
1962 or something. You would think it would have, there's a review like that, you would think they put it because
I
the.
lost like a transfer point from my house. And they
There's 2 people. Why don't you start off?
Yeah, good spring. It's been half a minute, something hard for.
Yeah, I guess we kind of got into the.
Yeah. There are gonna spend another winter.
Yeah, it'll be helpful, I think.
Would you happen to have a small?
This one, which was bigger when I sent it, I thought, it was the.
Yeah, it should. I was just thinking about getting it into the recording.
And moved in.
Like, so you can switch it. You could leave that there for a few minutes. Be great.
It's good.
Go. Plenty of it in that part.
Plenty of it was on.
Yeah, this is from stone, so this is showing you where the. Sewers are going. Septic tanks are gonna be. Open this and also there, this is the survey. Before I had the survey, I used this, and they were huge. When they were asking for straight away, so this is where they'll be working for the house, and this for the church, yeah, because the driveway is actually here.
Did report it as trying to get him to not be responsible. He wasn't so aggressive, but he was very pushy. Watching. I'm working on where.
I expected you to stop and say hello sometime, you didn't.
Camera mounted on the ceiling.
All right, so, we'll just go through the criteria. The first one is dimensional requirements. This just has to meet the minimum area dimensional and frontage requirements, which I think we just established it does. There's no odd shapes. Frontage is inapplicable since it's in the village core. Access to lots location. They both have existing driveways on State Route 15. Usable lot requirement, this is just to ensure that no lots intended to be developed are unusable. They're obviously both have structures on them. Water systems. So that is there's an I see an artesian well on there. So this is some of the stuff that I'm looking for. It looks like this one has, well, proposed a municipal system, which is great. So we are looking for existing septic that's on there. Kind of questioning, since it is, is it a definite that it's gonna be hooked up to the municipal?
We're opted in, so
Okay.
if the municipal happens,
Right, so that is,
Yeah.
there's that aspect of, everybody's assuming it is, you never know what happens. Barring, potential calamity and a wastewater system not getting put in, that is one thing that we would require on the plat is the existing wastewater system. Is there a well, a water supply where the parsonage is?
the church,
This is the person.
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why they labeled it that. That
Yeah.
was always just an annex of something.
Yeah, was it? So former church, former parsonage,
Yeah, I don't think it really was.
but this is the parsonage, right?
Yeah,
Or was?
right.
Okay. Good.
There's a spring water that's connected to that little annex area. That's currently the only water supply.
So that'll be an issue between them and the state.
Yes, question.
There is a drill well in front of the parsonage.
Yeah, that is,
The house, but not the church.
Not the church.
yeah, that is on the map. Yep, that is on here for sure.
But I believe the prior church is hitched onto a well on my side of the road at 15.
Okay, deeded rights,
I don't know if it's deeded,
but
a lot of them were never deeded.
so their water supply is on your,
Yes.
goes under the road, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Somewhere. And then wastewater, so individual septic system, utilities, buried power or above ground?
Both are above ground.
They're both above ground. Street design and layout, which I don't think we need that because all the driveways are in. You're not planning on changing driveways or road access, right? There's no pedestrian or bicycle facility access. Is there any stormwater management infrastructure in there? Like. Oh,
There's, a culvert that goes under the road and runs between, our property and the Victoria Clean Air, but there's no.
oh, here it is right here. It does say ditch cleared of tall trees, is that it?
Yeah.
I would assume, guessing.
Storm.
Inlet, okay, so that's on there. There's any fire hydrants or dry hydrants? There's no street sidewalk lighting, there's no recreation areas. Common land. It's gonna be individual, right?
Yeah.
And that's the end of the list right there. Ag soils, but obviously if they're less than an acre. So the only thing I see missing is just the existing septic system. But there's a question of hooking up to the municipal.
In lieu, the municipal system is gonna have, I would move that we waive the requirement for the septic systems to be drawn. Don't think it would make a difference to our decision of whether we allow a subdivision here or not anyway.
Not particularly.
And if the municipal system didn't come through, the only thing that would change would be a future change of use or building permit.
And that's, again, it's gonna be a state issue.
Yeah, we still need to see compliance with that, but the state would be one that issues the permit.
Even subdividing this may lead to a state issue.
Yeah.
Because when you change the boundaries of a lot, I think that automatically opens up the wastewater.
I still think that you can section 11303 clean slate it. I'm not sure of that.
Don't know. As far as I know, if the lot lines are like closer than 600 feet to a building, but I don't know. Again, you know, the municipal wastewater,
Cures it all anyway. Yeah, I would.
you got a question over there.
Oh, sorry.
The existing one for the parsonage or the house, that's directly in back of it. I don't know about the one for the church. I think that's directly in back of it, but not very big. They're both existing.
So they're not like shared or anything.
They're not shared, they're separate.
No, there's two septic tanks. There's only a leach field for the house.
Oh, so the church,
Yeah, the church never had a leach field. I mean, it was a fairly small septic tank.
so it's
The
just,
water was for, you know, one toilet and one sink.
so that one just gets pumped when.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have any other questions. I would entertain a motion to approve what is it? 2502S subdivision and waive the requirement for labeling the septic on the Mylar.
Make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. You have, how many, 180? 180 days?
So you'll have to finalize your property line. Final plat.
To do it before Mr. Gold goes to Florida.
Yep, I'll call him after I leave the meeting.
I guess the one other question, now I've already done that, is the budding property owners. I do see these here. Does the fact that the Lamar River in Route 15, usually we have not but a river, but fifth a state route, because people that have the one that we saw on North Wolcott Road, they still have property owners on the opposite side.
They did it.
I guess North Wolcott is a state route, but. If they could just add the additional abutting property owners.
Yes, but I mean, before the survey was done, yes.
Right, so you have your kind of east, I guess it would be east and west here. Just, this is probably. Land trust. It goes almost. I think it goes. I would say it definitely goes. It goes pretty close to past the church there. Just property owner here and on this side. Because you got them right here.
Right. This side is owned by, mostly, I think, owned by the quarry. And
You're talking about Brian's.
sort of the river. But the rail trail is on the other side of the banks. I don't know who actually owns.
I think it's the town of Wolcott / North Land Trust. It's the town forest.
Okay.
So the survey, those.
Yeah.
There's parcel bureau showing a little lot. No ownership, yeah, information. Span number.
Outside.
On the other side of the road, so
Oh,
right
okay.
here, the Grimes is here, and Kurt's here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot here, but there's no.
Brian owns that.
That little, it's a still a separate lot. Okay.
It used to be owned by the Wolcott Methodist Church and they sold it to Grimes. Because it's very small, you can't build on it and it's all ledge.
Hotels. Next to Martel.
Yeah, it used to be part of the Methodist Church. They had a horse barn there. So in the winter, years ago, you used to put your carriage and horses in there. It was so small, you can't build on it.
Is this on your side of the church?
Yes.
Okay.
It's before my house and the old snowmobile trail.
Yeah.
It was such a small lot, no bigger than here, this area. So they sold it to Grimes. The church did
He bought right.
about 5 years ago.
He bought right away to up in.
Yeah.
So you want. The property owners are here. Listed, and
And then if.
it's,
Out of, I don't, I
I
forget.
say, he didn't draw far enough to get to the other side of the river, so I don't know where that far it is.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm almost positive it's town of Woken Northern First Land Trust, that entire line, so it'll just look like this right here. You'll have it here and then it sounds like.
A couple.
So,
So.
Yeah, the majority of it is owned by the quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I say, yeah, I mean, I can put my notes on it.
So it's a hard. In my head.
Yeah.
My grandmother did not blood group. My son was my best friend. My biggest.
Well, I got maps. Did anyone ever gaze from this? It's all the time.
It's only if.
No, it's not. One of the things that people should. I can see what kind of things they make in sugar books.
are you ready for the next one, Tom?
Yeah. Jay?
Yep.
Okay, so we have another one here.
All right, so.
Give up the hot seat now.
Stay there for a while, I'll just give you.
You did great with the first one, just keep going.
Hopefully, opening application 2505S, Caroli Deitz, that would be 2 lots. And who is speaking this evening?
Jay Caroli.
What else?
Yes.
Right, do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is true to the best of your knowledge and the pleas and penalties of perjury?
Yes.
Sorry, I was talking.
I just swear you in that if you're gonna give testimony, that it's the truth to the best of your knowledge and the pleas.
Sure, should you?
Can I jump in if need be?
Expressing any opinion. Jay knows what I want and I don't want.
Yeah, so it's for my side of it. Do you have?
If you were comfortable speaking, that's
Yeah.
fine, that's.
Yeah.
Just if there's any problems or anything.
No, anybody can speak, Tom, do you have everybody's name here? So, okay,
I didn't sign in. I'll sign in before I leave.
that's fine. All right, so description. selling bulk property and withholding for plus or minus acres for owners. Bulk not before developed. Or plus or minus acres has existing drilled well and a septic design
And electric.
and electric.
And I have left me phone.
That's what?
Phone.
Okay.
So this is the 4 acres, this is 4 acres.
The original lot.
I come up and help.
Yes, please. So the original lot size was what?
47, somewhere around there,
47.
depending on where I've seen it written. But this is the septic design. So this shows a complete lot.
Okay.
That's the, and I can't see what that said, but that's 47 or 45 or 50. I've seen it a couple of different ways.
Yeah.
But this is an understand on file here,
Okay.
from when we purchased it.
Gotcha.
25 years ago. And so this bottom corner is where the septic design is. And then the map that you're looking at is that same bottom corner. So the septic design would be here. Well, somewhere there. Not sure why it's not showing on here, but.
This is the access driveway that goes up.
That's rich.
And this is yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not a road.
It's a 50-foot right. I don't know if it's part of his property. It's Rick Wells and it used to be Russell Allen, but I think Rick owns it now.
The driveway.
The driveway there.
The one through the field.
Yeah.
It's an owned right away.
It's an owned right of way, so it's a 50-acre lot behind that's part of that lot behind.
It's actually
And then the Whipples. This is the remainder of the properties out here that you see.
So.
When you go to school,
Kind of
just.
hard to
So it is
read
51.
this really road frontage.
151.7, I think.
From here, so.
Understanding was 150.
We do, but there's also a stipulation about lot shapes.
We went to the center of the stream and to the stone wall and the 2 roads.
And this, so right here, the smaller lot dimension shall not be less than 25% of the larger dimension.
Unless you can fit a normal sized lot
Right.
within here. So that's where I'm kind of like bringing this up.
Gotcha.
What does that mean?
So normal sized lots, 2 acres.
Okay.
With 150 feet of road frontage, that's not more than 4 times as long as it is wide. Okay. So if this was straight across here,
Mhm.
say the road was here, this was 90 degrees, it would meet that definition.
Okay.
But looking at this,
Well, this line is just a reference line. The line is actually the center of the stream. So it actually does do more of what you're saying.
yeah,
So 150 by 600, basically.
essentially, yes. It's a little bit,
Mhm.
it's like 150 by 489 or
Yeah.
589 or something like that.
Email to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
See 662 right here? Is that one 682?
682.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's that line, and then there's a little bit more there that if we add another.
So are you guys like asking, like
Well-
preferring to see it smaller? Like,
Ah, shit.
Yeah, it's the whole like, what they call them, not bowling alley? Spaghetti lots.
Well,
Trying to avoid
the
like,
flagpole, right, is this, where you got a 50-foot driveway that goes up 50 acres, so we're not doing that. Right, so we've got 150 feet. And it's a function of this, of the shape of the lot.
And of
It's
my
what it
ask
is.
of owning the low point for
Right.
access to get sap out.
Right, so everything drains to that low point.
Mhm.
The length on that long sign, the side shows 682. Does that little turn at 112?
you're on
Yeah,
the west side.
that little line is saying it's. Almost.
I see 682 pages.
Yeah.
You see this one?
Utilize.
793, 792.
That's pretty much what it is, 55. 7 or 8 million.
But you're saying the actual line, it's up here. How do you maintain that? It's a stream, right?
Yeah.
Go back and forth.
If it's important to you, it's okay with me to make it that line.
Well, that brings us into the.
Yeah. I mean, if it were this line out here. I could try.
I mean,
I could
can
try
also
to
be
maintain
referenced
4
there,
acres,
so.
but it makes it reference points, right?
We would have to put a reference pin out here somewhere. Connected up. I mean, that's.
Right.
This is the critical point.
I'll get my surveyor out there and put reference point at the stream, so it says it does this.
And that's the only other thing. I could
That makes sense.
simplify it.
Yeah.
This point needs to stay, right? This is the one that's.
It could vary a little bit.
That's the
If
center.
it really had to.
So if it came up to here and then just sort of did a straight line like this.
So it's, you know,
Stand.
it's very well paid me that we're saying, but somebody had to get out here with a calculator and do some trig and. You know, because it's that close.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really the issue. The issue is fitting a regular sized 2-acre lot within that.
But why are you trying to fit a 2-acre lot into a 4-acre lot? Because that would never be a subdivision that should be approved in
Right.
that location.
So this is, so it used to be if you had a lot that was shaped like that, we would not allow it, period.
Right.
So what we did with the last time we came up with subdivision rules was that you can have any shaped lot you want. You can have a dog leg, you can have something that's shaped like a star. As long as on the roadside you can fit what we need for a regularly shaped 2-acre lot. We don't care what the rest of it looks like.
Is there any like easement as far as like if I said they could use, I mean, you can't go there, it's wetlands. Like,
Yeah.
it's absolutely useless, like,
This part here.
yeah.
But yeah, you can see the hill climb on the other side. You can see
Basically,
how
that's
steep
like-
that is.
It
Yeah,
must be that wetland.
yeah.
I mean, he could give you an easement. We can't accept an easement as part of law as far as like subdivision goes.
Yeah.
But he could give you an easement across his property, whatever he wants with that.
First thing would be get out there with a calculator. Does it fit or does it not?
Can I borrow your pencil? So we're saying we needed to look something more like this. Is that the idea?
Well, like I said, if somebody,
Because that's not a right angle already, so we're not gonna change that.
exactly, so that's not a problem. But if this line actually went like this, out for a ways, and I can't tell you exactly how much I'd have to have a calculator here to do it. Because you're that close. If you went from here to here to here, it may very well meet the definition.
To me, it's not like even if you move. And It's still meeting the definition.
This one.
If you shrunk the lot in length,
No, not necessarily. No, the issue is not the back of the lot. The issue is the front of the lot.
So is it, so that this issue, this portion might go along with this bigger piece at some point? If the future owner was gonna just keep 2 acres, and then that would be a legal 2-acre lot, is that what we're trying to get to?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's not what we're trying to get to. That's what.
No, I know. I'm just.
engineer, how are you? Cody,
So
it's been a while.
like that.
I don't run into you like I
If
used
we
to.
said that that was 2 acres. Is
Yes,
that?
or
So, and if we stuck a pin here,
I mean, it's possible, but you don't even have to go across like that. It's just, it just can't be like just this whole, you know what I'm saying?
right, because
Yeah,
this is future if we ever make it 2 acre. But we just need this line to go for some distance, or could we just make this line go here and say, okay, we've got a regular lot. And then when somebody comes to subdivide it into 2 acres, then they have to do whatever that gymnastics is. We're okay just being like that.
You still are gonna need access though, if this was.
What he's saying, it would be like a boundary line adjustment, this going back to.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Or, I mean, if you're gonna try and make 2-acre lots, that's beyond my,
Then you
I'm
have
not,
to put a road in.
yeah.
The definition just doesn't make sense to me in this scenario. That's where I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So, I come back to my point, if somebody did the math on this and could show us that 2 acres could fit in this, it very well could.
Well, it's 4 acres.
I understand that, but we're not,
It's the shape.
it's right. It's the idea of getting 2 acres along the roadside.
And where's the road?
Well, the road's right
The
here.
road's right there and it's got the frontage.
It does, but because it's kind of.
And then if we cut that 4 acres in half, it's gonna be 2. I'm not trying to be hard, I'm trying to understand.
Wrap your head around it. Yeah,
I don't think you are understanding.
No, I know I'm not.
So,
Yeah,
the original lot lines aren't running square off the road.
yeah,
Now it's becoming his issue,
right.
which isn't right though.
But if we're saying, but if we did this, right, and we went 50 feet. And we made a right angle off the road, and then we continued with what we were saying.
Yes.
Then it's somebody else's responsibility, or it's mine if I ever come back to you and say, hey, I want to make a 2-acre lot. And then I have to figure out how to do that, and I have to buy part of this lot to do it, or I don't know.
We're also
I'm working
talking
with the
about
shape.
land that can't be used.
Right,
I mean,
right,
I can't use it, you can't use it.
right.
We got a wetlands and we have a brook.
And
I mean, the brook may be seasonal, but it's in a gray
But
area.
nobody's gonna, yeah,
I mean,
it shows up on maps as.
yeah.
if this were the line that went from here to here and then to there, it would be much more likely to meet our criteria. Then it would be opening up on both.
And if the back end doesn't matter, then this line could be anything to get your 2 acres. Is that right?
As long as you had 2 acres in there, yes,
Right, so this line could do anything,
it could.
is what we're saying. So,
If he was under 4 acres, though, would he have to appease this 2 acre?
It would. Yeah, absolutely.
He would.
It's all about the road frontage
Okay.
and then the shape of the lot beyond frontage. Like literally, before we redid the zoning, you could not do this lot because it's too low.
And we felt it was too restrictive, so that's why we kind of,
yeah,
we ended up where we are right now to try to help.
Now,
people.
what are you calling the road frontage?
Abutting,
the area that.
what do you own up against the town?
Across the road.
right past the first driveway there, Janine.
Okay, I know where my driveways are and I know where
You're
Rick's
up there.
driveway is.
From Rick's to the brook.
Here's the culvert, and then Rick's driveway is here.
Yeah,
So right after Rick's driveway starts the road frontage, and then it goes up to where that washout is, the, the muddy part there.
I'm used to.
Yes, so, yeah,
Yes.
there's nothing on your side.
No, I know I don't own anything there. I have my own idea of what I want, what I don't want. Because on the opposite side of his drive, there's that beautiful maple. And it's in his contract that can't be cut. They put in my contract when I bought the farm.
So
They
that's,
can't cut them
that's,
trees.
so that's an easement that he has to work with. That's nothing really to do
I
with
don't want
this.
his goats anymore either. I've had his goats all summer.
An animal control officer.
Now, apparently he's not doing it. I don't think he's doing it.
So, I mean,
Sounds like surveyor needs to get on the computer.
I think.
Basically, and electronically draw this to appease this. Possibly.
Just to make sure that you're,
He should be able to put this on though and see if it qualifies.
Who's
Very
the
easy.
surveyor?
When, Amblo.
I think it would be easy for them to do. They can just mess around with like.
I'm not even sure what to ask him to do. What we're saying is,
It's, well,
That this
but you
would
put
be-
it, you put it as 85%. You said it the first time.
So,
oh,
You said how to figure it.
It's in 4.01, section 3. But that's slightly different than the 2 acre.
Because they've been up and surveyed his property.
Yep.
Saw him out there surveying for 2 days. I have a problem with part of his doings anyway. There's a guy wire that's been put up on that light pole. And I was supposed to sign permission for that guy wire to go up.
That's hard with electric.
He didn't get the paper to me. I never got a paper to the mine. I could make him take it down.
You need to find out, start with electrics right away, how big it is.
Well, I talked to them when I.
If they're pretty stern. If they're in it, they're gonna.
No, they own one pole and the telephone company the next is what I told them. And the other day, the truck was there.
this is exceedingly close. The only reason I bring it up at all is because when you take that 150 feet, turn it from 90 degrees, it shrinks it down a little bit as far as the lot itself. But then you're widening it here at the same time. It probably beats it, but
Well, so there's a couple of things in our zoning regs. It allows us to use references to water courses as long as it's at the deepest. I don't know if that changes when it's a seasonal brook or not, but they allow us to make reference to those. And the other thing too is it's my page 116, but it's section 401(1)(b). Lots with irregular shapes, curves, jogs, dog legs, etc., may be permitted if warranted by existing land characteristics such as contours, fence lines, roads, paths, and to protect other primary or secondary natural resources. My question is, wetlands, which should be mapped, I believe, when we're talking about critical soils and things on our subdivision, those are gonna have to be listed.
there's nothing out there that's mapped as wetlands. It's wet.
I see.
It formed after the flood.
Yeah.
So I just said
Yeah.
it got pushed in there, now it's.
And if it doesn't flow through the
Because the
culvert,
culvert failed at the town road.
it's wet.
Yeah.
And then it's seasonal, so it dries.
Okay.
But it went from usable land to wetlands in one flood.
When we pastured the cows there, it was wet.
Yeah, either way, I'm wondering if that would constitute, right, the warranted by existing land characteristics. Or if I'm reading that incorrectly, because I do that a lot.
I like the way you're reading.
I'm sure you probably do.
But does kind of make sense.
I don't fully understand the dimensional requirements. I kind of never have. You guys have always had a handle on it, so I follow your lead.
And you're restricted by that.
Right away.
On the other
Right.
side, like,
Right.
I would agree that, yeah, lots with the regular shapes may be permitted, I guess. Is that irrespective of dimensional requirement itself? You know, is that, I get the irregular shape, like Jim said, you can make a star shaped lot if you want to, as long as you meet the dimensions requirements of road frontage.
Jim, is part of the problem. Don't you want to need to be within 90% of square? Then you have to fit it inside the boundary. So
I thought they allowed us some.
So that's why I was an older version.
So no.
But I guess
I'm not too worried about it.
That's not mine. You can go yell at her grandson.
I know who is it.
No, he knows.
What's your name?
Jensen. Nice to meet you.
The variations.
Okay.
It's a good kid.
Where were you? So, and I would say that's
Supervisor.
probably not.
Couple driveways past the,
I know roughly.
whatnot.
Just take a left at the end of the road.
Basically.
Down there, a couple.
I would almost about
Big yellow boat.
Okay.
taking this
The third
line
one,
just the
right?
way it is, this line just the way it is. It's opening up as it goes on. Even if,
But,
and this meets the hundred and fifty.
planning on doing
None of my land didn't develop.
I just don't. Like,
It's not actually.
I mean, I can't promise what it's gonna be in 50 years, but.
I'm just meaning. It's going on with it.
I don't know.
It must be good.
But
That knob behind the camp, you mean? The knob behind the camp, you mean? Or,
problem, that's all everything. You know, somebody had this to scale, I could do it.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
not halfway up.
I said, if I were a betting man, I would bet that there would be 2 acres.
Yeah.
Is there anything, is me mowing that section of land?
You're fine.
I just don't wanna mess with it properties.
No, but keeping it mowed makes us work better.
The only thing I ask is.
No,
try
that's-
not to use anything that's We can't use like weed killers and stuff like that.
If we got it wrong,
I just use
just slip by the next guy, so well, you let them do it.
Brian said it was okay, and that's his camper.
Approve it with that.
Discussion.
I'm not one to
It's
yell.
good.
Law.
It's not mine.
It's good.
It's fit along.
Yeah, however the surveyors.
They already do.
Right.
I don't even know if it's survey.
Everyone for now.
Contingencies on my approval.
Well, we-
Great, I'd love to get the approval.
So,
So we can go, that sounds fine, we can go through the rest of the list here and, we've got neighboring landowners here, here,
Gotcha.
here.
Commercial claim it.
I didn't know
guess
that.
This, if I could see this,
I just.
this is the full parcel.
Yeah, that actually shows,
Actually, and not.
yeah, that's the Craftsbury boundary there.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you.
Going up this road, this back parcel is along the line of Craftsbury.
Come on, it's gonna be longer than that.
She'll outlive us.
Yes, so that's a map
I'm gonna
of
go.
where
with
this
Carmen.
is.
Usually, yeah, when we do these smaller pieces off the larger one, as long as the larger, you know, is on there, maybe if this was like a first.
So this is the one that gives you the.
Yeah, okay.
What we're looking at there is this.
She's a very good lady.
She's something.
She's a very good lady.
You still.
You've got existing buildings, you've got your driveways.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a personal record. 47 93 East Hill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and this is what we're talking about. Existing development, you know, and this is great. Yeah.
I'll go out to the door.
That's the last week.
This is that right of way.
Right, so that's part of that
Water
property.
systems, here, wastewater,
So
here.
you're splitting this right here.
No, it's
Red line.
the fruit stream goes up through there. You can see it,
Oh, there it is.
right? And then there's a there's a stone wall at the back of this, there's a little hill here.
Okay.
So just, that's it.
You got hours on here?
Tower, this is the right away to, the pole is there, and those across the pole.
Straight for her.
Funny.
And that's not shown. So
No stormwater management stuff. There's no dry hydrants, right? Recreates the street style lighting, and the list. I think, yeah, it's just a dimensional thing, is the only thing that.
A potential dimensional thing. But again, I don't actually believe it is looking at that, but it
It
opens.
sounds
up.
like it's close enough that if we got it,
Yeah.
we'll put our heads together and we'll
So you go
figure it
back and
out.
sit in the hot seat.
I'm sorry, does anybody else have any other questions or concerns?
yeah, no, like I said, the only thing that I saw as far as the dimensional was. The question was whether or not we could allow it based on the screen.
Yeah, I don't really even think it's necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when you get into the land of waivers, it's pretty strict about landscape being an impediment to going around the existing regulations. So,
yeah,
but I think we're like 99% sure it's probably gonna fit anyway. So.
And if there was a real issue, it's just a matter of moving.
We just need to fix it and then we can fix it.
Just don't, make sure you have your 150 feet
Yeah.
of road frontage. Try to get that 2-acre lot,
Okay.
regularly something that's not more than 4 times as long as it is wide. But, like I said, I believe that meets it, like a 150 foot. Something that's 150 feet wide and 600 feet long, it doesn't change in dimension, it doesn't widen or anything, meets that requirement.
So a line parallel to this one.
No, it's your 150, yes, to me,
If my 100, so I have to pull my 150 out here, maybe.
not necessarily.
We're gonna go across here and we go, that's 150, right?
Well,
If I swung an arc where I took that line and made it. That's pretty easy.
Jim, could he draw the line here? Right? And then it's like 140 now. Does that still
Oh.
meet?
Well, it would be.
Just now it only has to go
No,
540.
so it only has to be 150 feet on the road side.
Right.
And then
Then you need a regular.
because this opens up, even though this may,
Oh.
if you measured perpendicular across here, it's probably 145.
Yeah.
But this, you can count this, all of this.
Yeah.
It's not just straight.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree that 99% of it.
And then, like you're saying, Jay, the actual lot is even further over this way.
Is what we're saying, we're saying that that's allowed by bylaws.
So does that regular shaped lot need to be connected to the road frontage?
Well, it does, and it would be.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's like, actually, not even 600 feet, if it's 489,
Right.
or 500, or something like that. So,
I'd entertain a motion to approve the application contingent upon it maintaining 150 feet of road frontage and meeting 4.01 B3. You hear that, Tom?
B3?
4.01 B.
4.01 sub 1.
Oh, sorry. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sub 1 B3. This one. Yep.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Very much, I stole somebody's pen.
Not mine.
Gentleman that was here before that I took his pencil and then he traded me for this, but maybe it was a stolen.
Next up, I guess, direction. I gotta say that. I'll see you on the road.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll sign it.
This, the wastewater and, well stuff was in this. This was in here.
You know what, I printed this out. Do you want copies of those?
The difference in what we have.
This is the wastewater and it shows the electric, which wasn't on that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the wastewater.
Yes.
This one is the one that I gave you originally. That's the one that we just did that does the subdivision.
So that is with the.
Right. Yeah, this is the one that I submitted originally. These are the two that I brought today. This is details of the septic. You don't, I don't want that or
I
not.
don't, you don't want that, Tom, do you?
Yeah.
But you just,
That,
yeah, okay, so that was on there. All right, next on the agenda, thank you guys, is other business. I have nothing. Tom, do you have other business?
Okay, all the stuff from last time, this needs signature.
So four of them?
Signatures from those of us that were here. It's a sign this, everybody. Leave.
So I need to take motion to adjourn. Like that motion.
Second.
Those in favor? Aye. You can keep